Hello, everybody. I'm Crystal Hughes, and welcome to At Home with NCW Life, your local resource for all things home and real estate. Today, we will be touring on-site location of a newly listed home that went under contract and over the asking price in just 4 days in East Wenatchee. We will also be visiting with real estate agent Brittnie Golden with eXp Realty. But first, your weekly market update. Today is the last day of the Building North Central Washington Annual Home Tour and Remodeling Expo, sponsored by Banner Bank, September 16th through the 19th. Local builders and contractors displayed their recently built and remodeled homes, and we got the opportunity to tour them and meet the builders in person. There were 7 beautiful homes to see, and September 16th was the Building North Central Washington Chefs on Tour. They celebrated the 8th anniversary of this very popular VIP event with catered food and an exclusive and limited tour within the tour, sponsored by EDY Construction. 4 of the 7 homes included in the expo event were available for tour that night. If you haven't had the chance to attend this VIP event, you absolutely should. For $45 for the Chefs on Tour ticket, you get 4 chefs, 2 wineries, 1 brewery, and 1 hard cider. Attendees tour from home to home, getting an exclusive preview of the homes, while all the while enjoying samplings of fantastic food, local wines, and brews at each home. Those tickets give you access to not only the VIP Chefs on Tour night, but admittance to the rest of the homes on tour at your leisure over the remaining 3 days. They usually only offer about 275 tickets for that event, so make sure you get yours ahead of time. You can download the free mobile app for event tickets and more details and catch the final day today. Building North Central Washington is a nonprofit trade association focused on promoting and protecting small business with an emphasis on the construction industry. They are currently seeking a person to fulfill their Chief Executive CEO Officer position. Their ideal candidate should be a strong leader that is energized by their vision and core values. This position will report directly to the Board of Directors and will be responsible for all areas of the association. The salary ranges from $70,000 to $80,000 depending on your experience. If you're interested, go to buildingncw.org or contact Amy at buildingncw.org. One of the hot topics in the real estate market today is, are homeowners hesitant to sell? Danielle Hale, chief economist for Realtor.com, says, here is what you need to know. Since the administration announced new rule mandates for the vaccines, it showed a new all-time high of job openings at 10.9 million. Plenty of companies locally and nationally are looking to hire as people are voluntarily quitting their jobs, therefore creating massive turnover in the labor market. Our local Wendy's is hiring for $15 an hour with benefits, and Building North Central Washington is also offering that position for almost 6 figures a year. Interestingly, unemployment claims are at 310,000 as of September 4th, the lowest that they have been since March of 2020. Mortgage rates rose 1 basis point this last week and trended flat for the last month. Low rate creates opportunities for existing homeowners to refinance. If you haven't yet refinanced, you may want to consider your options for saving money long term, even if you're skeptical. Realtor.com weekly housing data report says that homes are still selling quickly and asking for higher prices with limited homes on the market. Homes listed this last week were 8% lower than last year, the first drop in 9 weeks, and only the 4th decline in the last 6 months. We have seen temporary dips before, and this could be similar. Since finding a home to buy is the key hurdle, we are watching these metrics closely. Why is finding a home such a challenge? Well, the research shows that construction versus household growth, single-family home construction lagged household formation by 5.24 million in the last decade. Recent slower household formation and strong construction has started to close the gap. We need completions to double and household formation to stay at this slower pace to close the gap in 5 to 6 years. Good news for first-time homebuyers. This is a golden window of opportunity in the next few months as more inventory comes on the market, mixed with cooling price growth and favorable mortgage rates makes a market trifecta. The total sales in our local market area for August of 2021 was 94. That's down 22% from last year. Active listings, though, were up by 24% from July of this year and down 15% from August of 2020. Pending sales in August were 134. Year to date, the median sales price is $435. That's up 21% from last year. And the current year to date average sales price is up 22% at $493,000. Average days on market for August was 56. The 6-month average sold price to list price ratio is 103%. Cashmere Market second quarter numbers just released, and median sales price increased from $418 in 2020 to $552,000. That's a 32% increase. Good job, Cashmere. Average days on market dropped 35%. Leavenworth increased 8% in median sales price from $589 to $635,000. Average days on market dropped 22%. These numbers reflect good news for our local market, with a stabilization ahead. Thanks for tuning in, and that was your weekly market update. So this Rambler is located just above the junior high, Eastmont Junior High, Wenatchee High School, and Sterling Middle School. It is 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. It's 1,944 square feet and 1958, located on about a 0.49 of an acre, just about a half of an acre. So originally, this home was built in 1958. I listed it and sold it back in 2015, and the people who bought it are Williams Northwest Contracting. They were able to fix it up. They did some beautiful updates into this home. Now, it's really, really important to understand that back in 2015, they bought this for $220,000. Today, it's evaluating for over $430,000. So we've listed it today at $430,000. So some of the updates that they've done. This concrete flooring and tile was not originally here. The whole thing was just old concrete flooring. There were stickers all over the wall, and there was a big pool table in here. They've done all brand new windows. They've done all new trim and painted the exterior and the interior of the home. They did this beautiful flooring. So it's Tahitian walnut flooring. It's a laminate vinyl plank flooring. This is also a real wood stove, and there's a bonus, a mudroom back there with a door that goes out to the backyard. There's also a doorway here that leads into the kitchen and the laundry and the additional half bath. Now, this leads into the main part of the home, the living room. Now this room is especially nice because it has large open feeling with the large open ceilings with the exposed wood beam, and also the large window. It has a beautiful view of the cross that we all know, the big staple in Wenatchee on the south end of the mountains there, and also towards the valley and Mission Ridge, our ski hill. Now, with the large open feeling that it gives in here, it has the additional also the laminate vinyl plank flooring with the Tahitian walnut. Now this stove is really, really nice, the fireplace. It's double-sided. It also ends on the other side into the dining room, and they've whitewashed it. We'll head on into the dining room. As you know, the kitchen is very universal. Where do most people end up at your house when they come over? Family, friends, in the dining room and in the kitchen. Now, this used to have a bunch of wood planks all over the walls. There was green carpet in here, kind of had a musty, dingy smell, and the entire kitchen was outdated. So you have this double-sided whitewashed fireplace, and they added granite countertops. They did all new cabinetries, and they added updated stainless steel appliances. When you upgrade your kitchen and even main staples of your house, it can really make a big difference, $10,000 to $20,000 difference in the purchase price that someone offers you in a home. National Association of Realtors and Realtor.com says renovating your home can increase the value by up to 20+%. It's important to contact a real estate agent or a contractor, or you can even download apps like Lowe's and Home Depot. They have apps where you can upload pictures of your home, get the measurements, and then start upgrading and updating your home with just the photos. Now, this is really important for you when you're considering selling your home and or you're wanting to gain equity. If you're not wanting to move and you're wanting to look to improve your home, what a great way to do it by updating it. These sellers specifically were able to gain a little over $200,000 in about a 6-year period just by updating the home and also with the natural attrition in the market. So again, it's important to talk to a specialist, talk to a professional about there are ways to gain equity and to build your net worth when you're selling a home. One of my favorite things about this home is the backyard, and it's like, it really has like an oasis-like feeling back here. Now there's 3 levels and it tiers up. The main level goes up to a 2nd level and up to a 3rd level. Now an arborist came and said that East Wenatchee has some of the tallest trees here. It's got shaded all the way through the entire afternoon through most of the day. Now, one of the best things too is that there's actually a little set over here that's for a fireplace, and you can entertain and enjoy the backyard. Now I'm standing on a brand new deck. This was a little bit falling apart a few years back, and they put it together, and Williams Northwest Contracting put brand new Trex decking in. As well as they had a filtration for the irrigation system put in. So that kind of helps with keeping the irrigation and your sprinkler systems from backing up. So you can talk to an irrigation specialist or your landscaper or a contractor about how that can help benefit your home and help with preventive maintenance. So another thing about this house is how the trees set out, and the landscaping just really offers you a place to be able to come out here, sit, relax, and enjoy. Having a pre-home inspection is highly considered and recommended when you're selling a home. Here's a couple of reasons why. So you have the upper hand as the seller of knowing exactly what's going on in the home. You could do a pre-checklist, making sure that some of the things that maybe are being called out are done ahead of time. Buyers typically will come in, they'll negotiate a price, and then when they come in, which they should be able to have a home inspection, right? But being able to come in and know already what they're up against. You have a list of things that you've fixed, items that have come up, maybe in that the home inspector recommends. Yeah, maybe hire a contractor, have someone come out, take a look, repair the items, check it off the list, say it was done, and then you list the home. Being able to give the buyers a notice of what's going on in the home today, currently, having a home inspection is definitely recommended pre-listing the home and also for a buyer when they're purchasing a home. It's really good for you to be best educated on where the current status of a home is so that you don't have any big surprises later, especially if they're expensive. If you would like to schedule to see this home or any other home on the market that's listed, or maybe even a for sale by owner, you should contact a real estate agent. One of the first steps for you getting to see homes today is getting yourself approved. Just getting a lender to look and see what dollar amount that you're approved for, and then exactly what dollar amount you would like to spend. You can contact a real estate agent to schedule a time to see a home, any of the homes that are listed on the market today. Thank you for coming on this tour with us today. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE. Welcome back. I'm here with Realtor with eXp Realty, Brittnie Golden. Thank you, Brittnie, for being here with us. Hey, so tell us a little bit about yourself. You've been a rockstar agent already in less than 2 years, right? So tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, and why the heck real estate?
So real estate was something that came to me when I was pregnant with my first daughter.
Yes.
And it was the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom and still make an income for the house. And real estate is always something that I was like, could I do it? And then I just jumped in, and it's proven to be successful so far. So
yeah,
slight struggles. Had another baby since I started. But it's doing good so far.
Yeah. So you're above the national average of what agents sell in a year for numbers of homes sold. So congratulations on that. And, that's really inspiring, right? Your story for single moms, you're not single, but like moms that are, like anyone wanting to maybe stay at home or, building that. And you said, maybe had some doubts and you just went all in and look at you now.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And every transaction is different.
Absolutely.
So, it's something that you wake up and you're like, what's going to happen today?
Mm-hmm.
And no transaction that I've had has gone the same.
Right. So it keeps you on your toes,
yes,
right? And knowing the contract law is really important, but it's really, I feel, and I think you can agree so much of this, it's really the hand holding, right? The advising side of it and being there for your clients.
Oh, yeah.
And if we're not always going to know the answers, but we rub elbows with real estate attorneys and home inspectors and contractors to help find those answers if we don't know.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Homes are selling over the asking price, right? We're getting multiple offers, but why is it so important that sellers consider all the professional advice before they list, and maybe not selling it on their own for sell by owner? Why is that so important?
For sell by owner can be pretty tricky. There's just so many legalities of it that we don't know what they're going to encounter.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting professional advice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe on, like, for example, the house that went under contract in 4 days. They bought it back in 2016. They put work into it, and now they're selling it for over $200,000, making that much money,
Right.
And it's because they did some improvements to it. So talk a little bit about why it's so important that homeowners consider a consultation on remodel work or some improvements for cosmetics, and B, actually maybe putting in the work to make the money back.
Goodness, that one I don't know.
No, I think you do know. So here's why I know you know that is because we saw some of the before and after pics, from that house. I mean, there was concrete flooring, there was wood paneling all over the walls. So really, if someone was just going to put maybe some granite countertops and change out the cabinetry, a little bit of flooring can make a world of a difference. Yes? Yeah. Like 80% more in the difference of a selling of a home is what Realtor.com says.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So having a consultation, even if just some staging makes a big difference, right? Like moving large furniture out of there.
Definitely.
They had some really nice furniture in that house.
Yeah.
Big pieces of furniture, but we had them get rid of some of it, and it made it look a lot more open. Gave it that open feel. Yeah. So what is your favorite thing about selling homes and listing homes?
Learning the ins and outs of the house. Like there's just things that you don't typically would know unless you're like in it.
Absolutely. Which is what Zillow doesn't have.
Exactly.
It doesn't have the eyeballs to go inside the home. It uses algorithms versus knowing the market.
Yeah. Homes are very unique, and I think that's what makes it exciting.
Yeah, we're about to list a very unique home with a pool and doing the pricing. We got a couple different opinions on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have a crystal ball, right, of what's going to happen. The last year has been kind of intense. So where do you, based off your expert opinion, kind of see and research where the market might be just for the rest of this year?
I feel like the market's going to stay pretty steady for now. With the pandemic and everything that's happened, I've noticed people are working from home more, and so they're still eager to buy the house where they can work.
Absolutely, especially now too with all the mandates. More people are quitting their jobs, and so they're wanting to work from home.
Exactly.
And real estate, especially, right, makes it really easy. So if someone was considering a job in real estate, why would they contact you to kind of find out more about opportunities?
So the company that I just joined has an amazing amount of opportunities, a bunch of training, just like you can literally just hop on your computer and get an answer within an hour.
Literally,
even
in minutes.
Even sooner than that, yeah.
So it's virtual, right? So it's a virtual, no brick and mortar, no
Yep.
franchise fees, no those administrative and additional fees.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things that I really like about you is that you're an all-in person, right?
Yeah.
So you're all in for your clients. And we were talking a little bit earlier about really making sure that you see the inside of the home, that you get the full grasp of the inside of the home, and advising and consulting your clients based off of recommendations to help them make more money at the end of the day. Because that's our job, right? Is to advise them, prevent them from any mishaps that might happen, and then also helping make them more money. Wouldn't you agree? A lot of the times the question that we get is, well, how much is it going to cost? And at the end of the day, one of the things that we can help other real estate agents understand, and sellers and even buyers, is at the end of the day, how much money can we make you?
Yeah.
Right? And what's your long-term goal?
Right.
You get asked a lot, like, when or why is right now a good time? Should I buy or sell? What's the answer that you usually say?
Right now would be a good time to sell because homes are selling for over asking price most of the time. My last listing actually sold for over asking price, which I wasn't really expecting. We listed it above what my recommended price was, and it even went for above that. So I was thrilled to see that for my sellers. And then they moved on and went to Florida.
There you go. Yeah. Some people are relocating.
Yeah.
So it's really important to get that advice, right? And not always are they going to sell for maybe way over the asking price. We are seeing a little bit of a stabilization in the market, but I think that's absolutely necessary and a little expected with some of the buyer fatigue. And not enough homes to sell.
Exactly.
We had a little slowdown with new construction because of the cost to build. Yes.
And I think that with the house, like with the market stabilizing a little bit, it's going to be easier for first-time home buyers again.
Yeah.
It's been really difficult for first-time home buyers, and those are usually the ones that I've been working with.
Sure.
So
creating more opportunity.
definitely.
Excellent. Well, we'll have some first-time homebuyer classes and opportunities for people to come and get educated by you and our team here coming up soon. So we'll announce some of those dates where they can meet
Perfect.
you in person.
Yeah.
So tell us if you had one piece of advice for someone maybe considering, checking off something on their bucket list, buying a home, selling, investing in something. What piece of advice would you give them today?
My piece of advice for buyers is definitely always to, like, with the way the market is, get pre-qualified.
Yeah.
It shows a stronger advantage to sellers because they know that you're ready, and they're also ready to, sell the home.
Yeah. Well, they're
So-
looking at offers, and if there's a pre-approval next to
Yeah.
an offer that doesn't have one, they're going to accept the offer with the approval, right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
again, seeking that professional first up front to know
Yes.
exactly how much money you're working with, because you could be
Exactly.
approved for $1 million, but maybe you really only want to spend 500.
Exactly.
So we need to look at what's happening in
Yeah.
the market at
Yeah.
that price range. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, that is great advice. Thank you so much for coming in here today and sharing about your experience. And I'm just so excited to see your career continue to grow and helping the
you.
community here. Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, you guys. Well, that was Brittnie Golden with eXp Realty. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and join us next week here at home with NCW Life.